Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up. Well, it should be up. It's already 2 o'clock. Way past time for my Coffee with Coach, but it's all good. So anyways, hope you got the mind in the right place. If not, let's put it in the right place. So my day's a little off with everything that's going on. If you're in the Arlington area, then you know. Well, it's pretty much to the whole country, but some places worse than others. But anyways, the Great WARR. All right, the Great WARR. I want to talk about the Great WARR today. I'm listening to this video. I want to share it with you. I've listened to it already. I've shared some of it with you guys already, but a different part of it. So I want to share this other part. So the video is Control Your Emotions. All right, Control Your Emotions. It's Best Motivational Speech 2021, Jim Rohn and Les Brown. All right, and then the channel is Healthy Mindset. Well, it's Healthy Mindset space S. I don't know if that's supposed to be together or what. So if you have trouble finding it, that's probably why. But it's Healthy Mindset is the channel. And then Control Your Emotions is the title that got my attention to click on it. But like I said, I shared part of it the other day. And I want to share another really important part I've been listening to over and over again while I've been kind of just doing some things around the house this morning. The Great WARR. The minute you were born, you got involved in the war. Okay, and what does that mean? The minute you were born, you have to battle things. You know, the examples here were, you know, good versus evil, you know, darkness and light, negative and positive, you know, a mental war, physical war, financial war. Obviously, as you grow older, you're going to have to deal with all these things. So throughout life, you have all these different battles that you have to deal with, this war, these things that we encounter throughout our lives that we have to deal with. And what I like the most is, you know, it's a reminder because Jim Rohn, or I think it was Les Brown, but, you know, they talk about we are all under attack, okay? It doesn't matter how healthy you are, how blessed you are, how successful, how fruitful, or how unhealthy you are, or how not successful you are, or how unfruitful your life is. We're all under attack. And I think some people out there just think that it's just them themselves that are going through tough times or some bad things happening to them. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. We all have some sort of battles that we're dealing with. We just don't know. Some of us share our things on social media quite often, so you probably know more about other people than others. People like myself don't really share those things just to random people, maybe close people, but not just, you know, thousands of people on Facebook just gonna, you know, post my feelings out there or what's going on with me. I just deal with them the way I'm supposed to deal with them. But either way, doesn't matter what your social status is or where you were born or how you were, what kind of card you were dealt or whatever. Everyone's under attack of some sort of the things, you know, the things that we're dealing with. And listening to these videos and these talks, it helps with that, because sometimes, like I said, we feel as an individual think, well, why is this just happening to me? Or why is this happening to me? It's happening to all of us. We just don't know. There's a lot of people on earth and we just don't know what everyone's going through all at the same time. Especially with social media, you just see mostly good stuff. You know, people just share, you know, their posts and they look happy, but that doesn't mean that they are happy. And me personally, I know quite a few people like that, where they share and they say that they're happy, but inside they are not happy. They have some things to work on inside. And when you know that, you know, you're made self-aware of this war, this battle that we're all going through and that we're all under attack, then you start to, at least for me, start to armor myself, you know, prepare yourself just like I would jujitsu, or, you know, getting, in firearm or some sort to protect myself in a situation, to protect my family. Listening and reading to the right things help prepare me mentally for all these things that are happening. Like I said, good versus evil. How many people do we know where you feel like, you know, I mention it, I make jokes sometimes on my mat about, you know, some students go to the dark side, you know, meaning, most people that learn that encounter jujitsu that I have taught over the years have have all gone through something, some worse than others. Jiu-Jitsu has turned their life into a more positive direction, and people that were doing pretty good, it just enhanced their life and made them healthier and made them a better person, more respectful person. But then, you just got some people that just like you would anything else, chose to go to the dark side, got empowered, feel powerful with the things that they learned, the techniques that they got, and they go to the dark side. Then obviously, you're battling the negative and the positive every day, man. Just dealing with negative thoughts versus your positive thoughts, or negative people versus positive people, negative post on social media versus positive post. It's always a negative and a positive. Like, there's really just no gray area. It's just one or the other. And you get to see your friends or family members, or you, if you are that, are you the light, so to speak, or are you the darkness? It's a battle. It's a definite war that everyone's having to fight. Again, whether it's in yourself or, other people around you that you're having to deal with. And I'm just looking at my notes. And again, the mental war. I mean, especially nowadays, I don't know, it just seems like it's just more known than ever, at least for me. Growing up, I just didn't hear people talk about, the mental things that they're going through like I did growing up, like I do now. And so it's definitely made me more self-aware, to where it's like, yeah, I need to prepare myself better and to read the right things and listen to the right things and put myself around the right people, so that I am mentally fit, not just physically fit, because I do that. But then you got that battle as well, right? You got to be physically fit. Most people choose not to be physically fit. They choose to eat the unhealthy foods versus the healthy foods. They choose to, like I said, not work out versus working out, knowing that it's good for their bodies and it's going to help them, live a longer life and a more, healthier life. But they choose not to do that. So you're always battling that thing, right? And then another big one that I've talked about in the past is the financial war that everyone's dealing with. Some people just cannot stop swiping their credit cards. They cannot stay off Amazon and buying stuff and getting stuff delivered to their doorstep every other day. It's just one of those things where, some people just use, shopping as a way to, like, some people use to make themselves feel better, like eating or drinking or smoking. Some people like to shop and they think it makes them feel better, and then, it doesn't once that feeling is gone. So that's a battle that we're dealing with. What I like in this video, where he's talking about you got to dress for battle, because the greater the blessing, the greater the battle. And I love that, because it's true. Like, the more things that you accomplish and the more things that you get, the tougher things are going to be to keep them, or keep other people away from them. It made me laugh when I was listening to this video, because it's, he's talking about, I think it's TD Jakes said this, but he's like, no robber robs an empty house. All right, no robber's gonna empty. If you're a robber, you look and you see a house is abandoned, you're not gonna bother with it because it's empty. There's nothing in there to steal. He says no one holds up a bag lady, because why? There's nothing to steal. So, if you got something to steal, okay, you're doing good. You have something to steal. Somebody's coming after it. Somebody's trying to take that from you in some way, shape, or form. And I can most definitely relate to that on a lot of levels. So you just have to be ready for that. And sometimes, unfortunately, it's the people that you trust the most and that are closest to you. I have that happen to me in the past, a few times. It is what it is. Not salty about it. It happened. You live from it, you learn from it, and then you move on. But I don't let it affect me in a way to where I treat the next person or whatever in a way that I shouldn't. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a growing process, guys. It's definitely a growing process, going through all these different scenarios and things that are happening. You learn from them. Some of us get better from them. and some of us get bitter from them, big time, a little sour and salty. So no one ever wants to get played or get used or taken advantage of, but it is what it is, man. People do things. So this great war that this video was talking about, I can relate to it on so many levels. I wanted to share that with you. I think you can relate to it on some levels as well, if not all of them. It's just, one of those things. You're dealing with accomplishment versus failure. What ifs and maybes. He said shadows and ghosts. Some of us are dealing with that stuff too. So how do you deal with that? Again, every day, have a good routine, listening to the right things like this, reading the right things, taking care of yourself, eating the right foods, keeping yourself, working out, staying healthy, the right people, and constantly keeping your mind in the right place. It's been tough for me. Like the last couple of days, we've been shut down from jiu-jitsu because of the power outages, and the schools actually currently has no power. Yesterday we had power. The day before we didn't. So it kind of messes up the routine and everything that you're doing. But I got a workout in yesterday that felt good. I trained some jiu-jitsu yesterday because we did have that time where the lights were on, so we got some training in. That felt good. Even though I'm at home, still eating healthy, still making sure I'm taking the things I'm supposed to be taking, my vitamins and stuff like that. Still listening to these things that I'm listening to, just while I'm shaving and just doing regular stuff. I'm listening to this stuff because it helps build up, those layers of positivity in my mind, so that understanding, hey, look, yeah, these bad things are going to happen, or things are going to happen, and you have to prepare for them like you would anything else, So just like you got to prepare for, viruses and colds and stuff like that. How do you do that? Take care of your body, eat right, take your vitamins, exercise, try to do the best you can to fend off as much as that as possible, and just stuff like that. So, yeah, it's good stuff, man. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I was listening to today, what I was thinking, and maybe that'll help you as well. Just being self-aware and just being more made aware of the fact that as soon as you were born into this war, this battle of good versus evil, positive versus negative, dark versus light, everything. And, basically, will you just soldier up and do the right things to, be one of the last people standing when it's all said and done, versus just laying down, taking the beatings that life gives you and just giving up. Don't do that. Everyone, if you're still alive, obviously you still have some fight in you. You just got to pick yourself up a little bit, and then, one step at a time, get back up in the ring and do your thing. And that's what these videos are for. So hopefully today, if you're not feeling it, especially with a lot of stuff going on, it's so frustrating. People's, apartments, houses, pipes busting, no power for 2-3 days, taking showers and stuff at other people's houses and whatever else. I opened my academy up to some of my students to take showers and to sleep, because I have a big school. And yesterday we did have power, so I did have a few students take up on that offer, which I was happy about, because they're out there freezing. I'm like, hey, come to the school. We'll leave it open all day. Stay warm. Charge your phones, take a shower, get some rest, instead of just being somewhere cold. So again, it's always a battle. There's always something going on, but with the right mindset and the right people around you and the right things you're listening to day in and day out, you will definitely get through. So I'll leave it there. You guys have a great day. And if you're in these conditions, because some people aren't, some people are on the beach. I've seen them. Stay warm, stay safe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.